It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day. And what a fun day. This should have been Sunday Fun Day, is what it should have been. It's Monday Fun Day. I am at Laura's place in Del Mar, and Laura reached out to me a number of months ago looking to do an installation in her sweet little entry area of her home. And ultimately, being an artist herself, she really wanted to do this on her own with just some guidance. So that's what we did. I assisted with the shopping. I assisted with plant selection. Mel came over and helped her move some of the heavy boulders and stage some of the bigger plants. But this is all her, and she has done a masterful job of her installation with her mounding and her plant placement and all of her beautiful rocks. But she got a little analysis paralysis when it came to finish work. So I said, put me in, coach. Let me come and play in your dirt. So I'm going to help out with top dressing and with working out some of the rubble placement, you know, just the stuff that's really hard. And I thought it would really be fun to show you guys what you can do all by yourself. I mean, look how gorgeous. It's breathtaking. Look at those staghorns, how she just, I mean, she is the boss of this big garage wall, isn't she? With those 3 mounted stags and all of the fabulous extras and plants and driftwood and garden ornamentation. This is just such a beautiful installation. Another thing that she's struggling with, though, is what to put between the pavers. So she's got a bunch of different kinds of rock, and she's just back and forth on it. Here's some more rock she's testing and trying. And then up here she's got black creva, white creva, La Paz, polished pebble. She's got black lava. She's got chamois beige. And I told her, you know what? Let's finish the rocking in the main section and then see if that doesn't tell us what we need to put between the joints. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. She went ahead at my request and picked up white creva for me, black lava, some shiny pebble, various different types of bagged rock so that I can knock out this finish work. So let's begin, shall we? All right, so the framing is complete. Basically what we've done is framed out the entire installation. See how we staged a couple of her balls right here. I also moved this little quiche con down. It was up real close to that rock, and we just really didn't give it room because this one pups and gets wider and wider, and it's pretty fast growing. So you can see here, hopefully you can get some sense of the mounding, which is really substantial. I know it's kind of hard. It doesn't really translate very well in a video, but trust, it's there. So yes, here we are. moving this rubble all the way through, connecting. I added a little ruchia right here. Did a little tweaking in this area because there was just not much happening. So I moved a few plants around, restaged a couple of boulders, tucked the big ball right up here next to that Kalanchoe bracteatus. Yeah, so here we are, the rubble. Get down here so you can kind of get a perspective. There we go. Ooh, that's a nice look, huh? Yeah. Okay, so see all the way around. And back. Now, see, she has a water meter, a big giant box right there. See that? And that pipe, and then that connector. Ugh, but I don't know about you, but if you scroll back to the very beginning of the video, did you notice it when I did the initial walkthrough? Because I didn't see it at all. I didn't see it until I was back there having to maneuver around it physically to put in the rubble, which just goes to show, you know, you don't necessarily have to hide things, just create beauty around it. And that's where the eye is going to want to go, is to the beauty. You just don't notice those things. Another little view of those gorgeous staghorns. Client is going to hand water this garden, and this is her own little microclimate, which she is going to become an expert on, as you should as well. All right, now next phase is I'm going to run white Creva all up through the middle of this installation. The vibe is cool, restful, zen-ish, lush, peace, tranquility, serenity. That's what she wants to feel. So that's what she gonna get. Okay, so we have dumped a couple of 75-pound bags of white Creva all through the middle of the installation. And this is not going to stay this heavy in Creva. I'm just applying my base. She's got some, you know, really pricey polished pebble that I don't want to waste. So I put the Creva down first, knowing that I can put rock on top of it. So that's the plan, is now to come back through with her shiny pebbles and start doing some interesting layering with them. And I am going to start with what she has the most of, which is this right here. What's this called, Laura? Do you remember this polished mixed? Mixed, yes. Well, there you go.
Premium polished pebbles, 3/8.
The dreaded mixed premium polished 3/8, or MPP 3/8.
Yep.
Squee! Okay, so my work here is done. Here's how we left it. We're going to go, or Laura, the client, will be doing 3/4 inch black. There is going to be a Mangave snow leopard or kaleidoscope right there. And then she is going to be just sprinkling this extra rubble, you know, kind of around, just to break up the black. And if you can visualize a year from now, all of these plants being at least double in size, this is going to be a really nice frame, because this is a frame for the piece de resistance upstairs here, her beautiful succulent art piece. And to recap, I tightened up the ribbons, and then I applied Creva all over the top, thick all the way from stem to stern, knowing that I was going to cover some of it up with contrasting rock, but just wanting to create a frame work for that contrasting rock. Then after the Creva went down, and I put a good 1.5 to 2 inch thickness. I didn't mess around. Then I added this wonderful polished mixed Looks wet, doesn't it? It's not. It's polished. So that went down second. Then I brought some more rubble chunks to make a little frame between the polished and the creve. It just felt like it needed a little weight right in through here. So I wrapped that through some places, and then I took this non-polished black and just sprinkled it throughout the top to just sort of take some of the brightness of the white away, to dim it, if you will, a little bit. And then I applied the black polished rock down here, and it looks like, Laura says it looks like a pool, and it does. It's so, so pretty. Just here, that's all. Rocks, repetition, restraint, right? That's my attempt at restraint. I swear I could have run this black polished rock all the way through. But yeah, that just looks really special. So I just ribboned and wove this mixed rock through here, brought it down here, picked it back up here, ended it down here. See that? Then she had one bag of black 3/8, which inspired a lot. Not only did it inspire me as putting it here underneath this Kalanchoe Bayarensis instead of more of the shiny rock, just for a little bit of contrast, but we also determined another really important use for it, which I'll share in a minute. So while I was laying out all of this finish work, Laura came through and applied the black lava 3/4 all the way through the back. It looks absolutely lovely. And then I made sure that we had really pretty rock exposed, you know, where it could be seen around the back. So this is a, you know, not quite a 360. It's more than a 180, but not a 360 degree install. Look at this beautiful pot that she made with the trigona in it. Isn't that spectacular? So beautiful. And then, so what we decided is we didn't want to go with the black 3/4 all the way around the front because it was just too heavy. So yes, you guessed it, we are going to go with the black 3/8. So all the areas where you see dirt will be black 3/8, including the joints. So all the rock that she bought and tried and attempted, we're not using any of them. We're going to go with black 3/8, which will run all the way to the edge of the house. And what that will effectively do visually is make these stepstones part of the installation instead of not part, which just gives us more square footage and more visual interest. So I'm going to go through here again for you. Be sure and stay tuned to the end for the befores of this garden. This is probably maybe 250 square feet, I would say. So it's small. It gets lots of bright light, some sun. There's a lot of microclimates going on in here, but Laura is a plant person, so she's going to do just fine managing this installation. Here's a neat picture. Look at that. Isn't that so cute, you guys? And this driftwood is giving me life. She did that. It's perfect with that hectia at the base of it. And all of these plants came from Waterwise Botanicals and Oasis Water Efficient in Escondido. Your two-stop shop for all of your succulent needs. Then she is going to come through and do the details, like pick pebbles out of the plants. Gonna let her have fun doing that. See there in the back. Right? Oh, goodness. So pleased for her. Oh, and then here, the way we work this, see how I took those shiny pebbles back? So she'll pick up the 3/8 right where you see the dirt and then run that through here. for a seamless transition. And that 3/8 will go all the way through all of these joints, all the way to the driveway. She'll finger, you know, run those 3/8 through the step stones and then pick up the 3/4 real naturally. And then that will finish off this extraordinarily glorious succulent installation. And I didn't give, look at this fabulous arrangement. Here's a really, really narrow space. Kind of a challenge. We've got the white brick wall and a 1-foot flower bed. And she put a copper, just wonderful copper basin. And she planted undulata and Zwartkoff. It's perfect. Look at that. Disregard that white bucket. Isn't that so pretty? So simple. And then the 3/8 will go in that area where you see dirt there too. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me for today. Thank you so much for following. Thank you all for participating in the auction for breast cancer with the Pink Fund. We had a winner for the planted pot. Be sure to check out Susan's website because 20% of all of her proceeds will go to the Pink Fund through the month of October. And I'm just going to give everything that comes into my shop, my swag shop, to the Pink Fund too. We've sold 70 units, you guys. Thank you all so much. And I don't want to overwhelm you or bug you about it. And you are all so generous and kind. And through Teespring, I don't make a lot of profit, so I want to be able to contribute something significant to this charity. So 100% of the proceeds from my swag shop in the month of October will go to the Pink Fund, helping breast cancer patients pay their bills while they are in treatment. Y'all are the best. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day. Bye, guys.